Today we're doing the Troglodilo Spät Sunset Queen care sheet. Hello creature lovers and welcome to the universe. My name is Martin from Creepy Creatures Universe, and if you like invertebrate content, doesn't matter which kind of invertebrates, we basically got all of them. The only thing we don't have are stick insects and such things, but even that isn't really true, because recently we got one species of them as well. Thanks, babe. Uh, yeah, so you should nail that subscribe button and never miss any cool invertebrate content of I don't know how many species at the moment. And today we are doing a little video care sheet about our Troglodilo Spät Sunset Queen. And we recently made a pretty interesting discovery, which is not that well explained in most care sheets. I looked up the internet. There is a lot of not misinformation, but controversial information where one page writes this, the other page writes that. So let's make it true and let's make it clear and dive into the bin. As always, we start with the difficulty level, and I would say it's easy to middle. Why middle? Because there is a little thing you need to take care of. We will do the bark flip, and as you can see, they are breeding. There are many different sizes. We don't have them that long, so that's why there isn't a ton of isopods inside. But as you can see, the conditions are that good that they are breeding, so I think we can do a care sheet on them, especially with our new discovery. But first, let's start with the description. And description with this species isn't that easy. Why? Pretty simple, because in reality the origin is unknown. We know they are from Asia, we know they are tropical, but we don't know where they were collected exactly. Why? Because the people who collect them don't want everybody to know where to collect them, because then everybody can collect them. So, yep, that doesn't work. We don't know where they're from. What we know is that they are a middle-sized isopod that stays under 2 centimeters. They are getting about 1.5 to 1.8 centimeters in size, and they are called Sunset Queen. Surprise, because of their color that looks like a sunset. And little pro tip, you should watch them in the shadow, not in the light, then their colors are much more vibrant. Next is the setup. As you can see, we are using our standard 14-liter isopod bin and our standard Isopod substrate. On both we made a video, but we should make the bin video new because we changed some things. And as you can see, here are 1, 2, 3 vents, because yes, they are tropical, but they need a higher airflow than Cubaris, so we decided to put in a third vent, which should guarantee more airflow. And the substrate is moist. Not wet, but moist. The conditions are, like most tropical isopods, the ideal conditions are 22 to 26 degrees Celsius and about 70 to 90% of humidity. So, like I said, substrate should always be a little moist, and there should always be a lot of leaf litter. Why? Pretty simple, because that's their main diet. As you can see, not a lot of white rotten wood left. They eat that up pretty quick. So we need to redo white rotten wood, but there is a bit in the substrate, but actually they are not really porous. Let's do a flip again and see if we can see some movement. Not really. Oh, just some small ones. There is a really nice colored one where you can see the vibrant colors pretty good. And that's why they called Sunset Queen. Yeah, back to food. Their main diet, as that rewards, is rotting plant material, which means mostly leaf humus, white rotten wood, and leaf litter. That's their main diet. They also munch on the moss in the bin. and you can give them treats like veggies or fruits, and they love mushrooms. Think we can do a flip again? A little bit. And as you can see, they are pretty much night active. During the day, they are going to find shadow places. They don't like it when the bark is flipped. Back to food, what there also should always be available is calcium. As you can see, we have a pretty big pile of it in the middle of the bin next to the bark, and there is also calcium mixed into the substrate. Then for protein, I don't feed protein or animal protein when there are this less isopods in the bin. I give them mushrooms from time to time. That is a good protein food. There are springtails inside, and I'm pretty sure they're munching up dead springtails as well. And that should do it for a colony that size. There are about 30 pieces inside, maybe 50. And we started out with, I think, 5. So pretty good breeding success. Then let's go over the most common mistakes. And they are pretty much the same every time. First one is too wet. Yes, they are a tropical species, but they are land isopods, not aquatic isopods, which means there should be no swamp inside the bin. Moist, but not wet. Next thing is too dry. Pretty simple. Leaves should not crumble. If they crumble, it's too dry. And too less airflow. A lot of pages say they need minimum airflow. That's not true. I discovered they do much better with 1 vent more. If I had known I use 3 vents, I would spread these 2 more apart. But that's a thing for the next time. They will stay in the bin until we redo it. They thrive, they make babies, everything good. Then do we have interesting facts? Yes, just one. As so many species, they were listed or described as Cubaris Spätz. Now we know they are Troglodilo. And then we have some final thoughts about them. When you watch our feeding videos, you noticed I panicked a bit because there were 3-4 dead ones inside. I thought this is going in the direction of a die-off because of too much moisture, and I was wrong. It was too less ventilation. So make sure, if you get them, make sure you have enough ventilation and get your conditions right. It's always a thing about the room where you set them up. So you need to figure out how to get the conditions that are required, how often you need to spray or moist, and so on. Yeah. So now you know everything about keeping Troglodilo Spätz Sunset Queen. Now a little commercial. These bins are really great. Those are the Smart Store bins. If you live in Europe, there is an Amazon shop link down in the description. For Germany, Austria, and Liechtenstein, we get a small commission. From everywhere else, we don't. But you should get the good boxes, unless of we're getting a commission or not. So use the good boxes. I see it with these bins from the big Swedish furniture manufacturer. Those bins are crap for keeping animals. They are cool for storage, but crap for keeping animals. Those are much better. And commercial over. Not the whole commercial. The last thing is, guys, hit that subscribe button. We don't stop until we have 10,000 subscribers to mention that. So hit the subscribe button and we stop. If about 9,000 other people do it as well, 9,700 or something like that. Nothing more to say besides thanks for watching. Wish you all the best. Have great free days and see you in the universe. Bye bye.